Conan the Barbarian.
Shut up, Ref. I love you.
Recording in progress.
Oh, I wish I'd recorded that. All right, we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp/Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past, live on Twitch every Monday at 8 p.m. My thing is backwards, so you are seeing a giant...
You should see a doctor for that.
Let's fix this. Okay.
I don't know. Some people like it that way.
That was weird. Okay, I don't know what was going on there. All right, yeah. So I'm your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We have David. Do I look like some kind of monster? Jessup. David, how are you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good.
Right on, right on. Next, we got Javi. Oh, you got to be kidding me, Byrez. Hobbs, how are you, sir?
That's how I feel whenever I wake up in the morning. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I'm alive for another day.
I thought that was the name of this movie.
Oh, no, I'm screwing all kinds of stuff up. What is going on with this thing? All right, I'll fix it later. Next, we got Jay. This is 476 Barbary, right? McClintock. Jay, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, guys.
Right on, right on, right on. Next, we got Miles. Would you mind pulling up your reservation confirmation just so I can see it? Francis. Miles, how are you, sir?
I'm annoyed, dude, because I just, while y'all are introducing yourselves, thought of a great bit. I should have not been here at the beginning and came in about 45 minutes into this podcast and just completely changed it up, took it over. Been a little bit more on style for this movie.
That is true. That is very true. And finally, we got Raph. You scared the shit out of me, Ramirez. Raph, how are you, sir?
Fantastic, sir. I just want you to know you're still sharing your
I know
page on the screen.
it's backwards. It's backwards.
All
Plus,
right.
I got my thing on here. All right, guys. We watched Barbarian. Release date July 22nd, 2022. In South by Southwest, September 9th, 2022 for United States. Running time 102 minutes. Budget 4.5 million. Box office 45.4 million. Not bad.
Nice.
Synopsis: a woman staying at an Airbnb discovers that a house she has rented is not what it seems. That seems like a fair synopsis for this. Let's watch the trailer.
Wait, wasn't it 3 movies in one?
It feels like it, dude. There should be like a bunch of synopsises.
Hey, man.
All right.
This one gets turned into a walrus. A white guy dies in the beginning.
All right, here comes the trailer. Holy shit, that's loud. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Ah, Jesus. Jesus, tap dancing.
This is 476 Barbary, right?
Yeah.
You want to float?
No, I booked it.
That guy was such a shitty actor.
Yeah.
What?
Bill Skarsgård? Are you
What?
kidding
Are
me?
you kidding me? He's like
Bill
one of the
Skarsgård.
best.
He's a fucking Skarsgård ref.
He's
You
a
shut
stud,
that kid
dude.
Mouth up.
He
Bro,
was
you're
horrible
talking
right
to
there.
Pennywise, dog.
He was horrible right
Oh,
there.
no.
He's a fucking, he's he's a fucking,
I don't know if you can have a great look at this neighborhood.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Skarsgård?
He's a Skarsgård, yeah.
Yeah, Skarsgård.
Yeah.
And there's a lock on the door.
He's the
Yeah,
twist,
yeah.
man. The reason, we'll get into it.
Raph, I almost never
No,
say
can we
this, but
skip the
you
trailer
might
and
do
just like
too many
verbally
drugs.
abuse Raph right
Yeah.
now for that shit tape?
Raph, I don't understand it, and we'll get into it. Like, I don't
Didn't
get it.
didn't see it, so I don't know.
You didn't
What?
watch the
I know that
movie?
Are you living in a rock?
I
It is
did not
so
see
good.
it. We haven't seen it.
Okay, we're doing it tomorrow.
Wait, you haven't seen this movie, or you haven't seen it, or both?
It.
Okay.
It.
Have you
Yeah,
seen?
this is what-
Have you seen the what was it? The Stephen King thing that he did? God damn it! What is that called? Something Rock.
It?
No, not it.
Castle Rock?
Castle
Castle
Rock.
Rock.
He was
I didn't see that
amazing
one.
in Castle Rock. He should have
That
won an
sounds
Emmy.
familiar, but no, I don't think I have.
Oh, he was so good.
Ooh,
They're showing the
tomatoes!
whole
I'm
movie.
throwing
This
tomatoes
trailer is
at
so
you.
long.
Watch more
Dude.
things.
The first trailer for this movie was genius, and then they did what every movie does, and then they gave too much
Show
of it
everything.
away.
Too
in
much
the
Yeah,
end.
away,
way
man.
too much.
But the first trailer, like the teaser trailer for this, it only showed the Airbnb portion.
Totally sold it.
And it totally made it seem like Bill Skarsgård was going to be murdering.
Like he was gonna be
Sunday.
creepy,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I
Red
felt about
herring.
The
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 words-
second trailer for that new M. Night
Red
Shyamalan
herring.
movie.
Oh, same,
Oh,
yeah. I was
yeah.
like, why did
Yeah.
they have to show that it's going to be like the
They're
world
showing the whole-
apocalypse? Yeah.
What
Yeah.
kills me about
Alright.
the first trailer was great because they didn't show anything. It's like, oh, we're just
Agreed.
here to stop the apocalypse. The second trailer shows up and you fucking see tsunami. I was like, oh, so the apocalypse is actually happening. They're not crazy. It's actually going to happen.
That
It
was
was
the
like-
That
second
seems like
most
a big thing to
disappointing.
ruin.
That was
Way
the
to
second most
fucking ruin
disappointing
it.
thing about seeing Skinamarink in theaters, as they showed that trailer. which was almost as bad as Skinamarink. But
Oh, dang. I haven't watched that trailer yet. I want to go see that movie.
I've never even heard of that movie.
It's got Dave Bautista in it. I want to see it.
Jay enjoyed it, right, Jay?
Oh God.
Did you go?
Negative.
We'll talk about Skinamarink
Wait,
here in a little bit.
Dave Bautista's in Skinamarink?
No, he's
No.
yeah, dude, it's
Sure.
It's crazy.
solid.
Oh, never mind.
the reason he
I
gave
just
up
wanted to ask a
Drax.
stupid question.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's talk about our history with the
Jesus.
movie. Let's start with David Jessup, who saw it in theaters, right?
Yes, I did see it in theaters because it had a very misleading 2,000% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I fucking hated it. Fucking hate this movie.
Hated it.
Fucking hate it.
Wow.
But yeah,
Which one?
yeah,
The
there you
first one,
go.
the second one, or the third one?
What are you talking about?
He's talking about how it's three different movies.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rob. That's funny.
Javi, how did you see this? Did you go to theaters to see this?
Fuck no, it's rare. It's a rare occasion I'll go to the movies for any movie.
It's a rare
but
occasion
I-
you get out of the house.
I get out. I went out today. I'm not a complete shut-in. I'm not a recluse. I know. I saw this on a HBO Max the day I found it. I was bored at work, and I was like, let's watch this. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I fucking like you. I liked it, but it's hard to find a redeemable character in this movie.
You like those hitters?
The
That's
girl
what it
was
was.
great. The girl was great.
The girl was good. I liked Skarsgård for the most part. I thought he was very stupid and very white. Like, oh my god, let me go explore this fucking tunnel
I
right
know.
here.
I know. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot.
You see,
Yeah,
she was smart. She was immediately by the. I'm gonna stay right here.
Not that
And in case
smart.
things go south,
No,
but no.
she went down the
But
tunnel
no.
too. She went down the
fucking
tunnel.
idiot.
The second time she went down, that was stupid.
She
It was
totally
a
went down.
mistake to not at some point have him in like a sewer drain though, just kind of peer it out
Yes.
just a little bit. Like that would have been
Yeah.
a cool nod.
They should have reversed the roles when she was looking through the window.
And also, the one thing that absolutely pissed me off was the fate of the homeless guy in the neighborhood. I was
Oh no, that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
best
that was
part of the
shitty.
That was
movie.
great. That was a great.
like,
show.
40 years he went living fucking
She'll never
zero
come in here.
losses.
You know
And then
that
he
Duck-
takes it
Ducky
to people.
hates
He
the
eats the
unhoused?
biggest hell.
Oh, it was so good, dude. All right, Jay, what's your history? Did you go see this in theaters?
I sure did. I saw it on a Monday night. Saw it about 5 months ago. I quite enjoyed it as well. I enjoyed a lot of little nods to other movies and a bunch of little Easter eggs. The guy who directed this is obviously from The Whitest Kids You Know. And you can tell he's really a genre fan. And what I loved about his process is that basically what you experience in the movie, whether you liked it or whether you hated it, he was surprising himself as he was writing it, which I thought was a very interesting choice. Because as the movie's going on, he's like, he at first he started making this movie where it was very linear, and he's like, man, that's a very safe horror movie. And then he said, you know what? Fuck it. And then he just kind of threw out all the rules on it.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a hit for everybody. It's a pretty polarizing movie,
Yeah,
but
there's no middle ground.
yeah, I thought it was a really interesting take. So yeah, I liked it.
I know, dude. We'll get into it, but you kind of turned me around in the movie because we talked about it. Miles, what's your history? Did you go to see it in theaters?
I did. I saw it in theaters and I loved it. And honestly, I didn't realize it was divisive. I thought it was pretty generally well received. But obviously, just based on this group here, we are divided on our opinions. I just didn't realize that it had so many negative reviews.
It
Yeah.
really doesn't. It has a shit ton of positive reviews.
Yeah, dude. People seem to love it. It's just there's some
Yeah.
people like me and David who did not care for it as much. So.
Was your theater too hot by chance?
No, it's a terrifying. I was sweating like a motherfucker. No, it was. I'll get into it. Raph, what's your history? Did you just watch it this week?
I just saw it this week. Yeah, I just saw it today. Even last week I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I saw some cliff notes and I was like, I gotta watch the fucking movie. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought that guy was gonna be the killer right off the bat. It was not him. His kill was great. Then they show the other guy in the convertible. I'm like, oh, there goes the murderer. And then he gets it too, but then he definitely raped that girl. He raped her.
Jesus.
I like that that was your main focus. I was like, did he read that?
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you can just tell that conversation he had with his friend at that bar. That's a conversation that is probably eerily like it. No, it's something that happens all the time. I bet it really chilled me.
I haven't had that conversation.
Yeah.
No, it's just I was really worried. Obviously, when Justin Long showed up, but yeah, he really turned it around, and at least when it came to giving the movie a little different skew. But yeah, that was he is so slimy. God, he is so slimy.
Yeah, he does a great job of playing that slimy character.
And he is kind of like he got me too slightly. Like I can't remember exactly what the allegations were against him. They weren't like super sticky, if that makes sense. But he was kind of an outlier of the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah, I think he got accused.
You can look it up.
Yeah, he got accused, didn't he?
Yeah, he was trying to play it off on his. That's why he said, "Yeah, throw it in the movie so they think I was acting."
Yeah, no, because whenever it came up in the movie, I was like, I remember
people
something
getting
about
arguments
him.
like, no, that's a Mandela effect that happened in the film.
Yeah, but that's what I thought. It was like he was accused of something.
He was an actor. He made you think he did rape her.
I personally didn't like the movie when I saw it when I came out of the theater. I was disappointed. I wanted that first act to follow it. Then me and Jay talked about it, and he told me the story about how the director was writing that movie, and then he realized that's every horror movie that's ever been written. And it's misery, it's whatever. You could see where it was going. So he said, I want to create something that's so radically different, and he decided to go the Big Mama style movie. And that monster itself is such an 80s horror throwback. It is amazing whenever you think about it. But like, I was disappointed in the movie, but then whenever I watched it again, I was just kind of like, I kind of dig this idea that I like Javi said, I'm a flip-flopper on this. I kind of dig the fact that he went the way that he did. Like, there was a movie that I wanted to see in that first act. I didn't get it, so yes, I'm disappointed. But with some time and reflection, I went, you know what, I'm kind of okay with the fact that we went a completely different route. And the director, that was what he said. Right, Jay? He said something along the lines of, I was writing the horror movie everyone expected me to write. So he went so radically different. And I think it's why it's been so well received, because people love that twist.
Yeah, and they've talked about like sequels and everything, and he's like, I'm not sure what's going to be in. I'm not sure what the story is going to be for the sequels, and he's like, he's seeing a bunch of people like predict. He's like, I guarantee you don't know because I don't know, and I really kind of like that. I like a creator who's kind of loses their ego a little bit. I think sometimes when we watch horror movies, I think sometimes we get wrapped up in our egos just a little bit when we think we've got it figured out, and then when it's kind of changed a little bit. Sometimes we like it, and obviously sometimes we don't. I mean, I think I really am surprised Justin didn't like this movie. This seems really like the kind of movie. It's like a movie he should like. Does that make sense? But at the same time, he didn't. And you know what? That is, well, he's obviously entitled to that opinion.
I will say I am also surprised, David. I really, when I saw this, I even remember thinking like this is gonna be the type of movie that Jessup just like loves.
You know, there was one part I loved, and that was the flashback to the old guy.
Yeah,
that was a badass sequence.
Like the origin part of the movie, hated everything else.
Well, there's probably you may have actually seen the movie that part is actually based on. There's a 1983 movie called Angst, which is about a guy who travels around and kills people, and it's basically that flashback, but the entire movie.
Wow.
The director absolutely said that it was absolutely inspired by that. So if he was going to go into like a prequel sequel, you'd probably see a lot more of that Angst. So I would definitely highly recommend anyone checking it out. It's from 1983. It's an Austrian movie, so you will have subtitles.
Well,
I love subtitles, unlike some people.
Truth.
Yeah.
I can definitely see a sequel with another baby, because he was just having babies down there and producing more. So, and who knows how many rooms they are. And that thing was a caverns. It probably went on for days.
Well, in the state of the economy, like we'll have more Detroits soon enough that we can just change location and keep the film series.
The tunnel comes out in another house.
Before too long, there could be 10 of them, one every Halloween, or whatever. We'll do it every tax season.
Detroit does have a pretty good track record of horror movies. It Follows. What's the silent movie? What's that called?
It's Speak
Get
Like
Out? No,
Don't Speak.
Don't Speak. No.
Don't breathe.
Don't breathe.
Breathe.
Don't Breathe, yeah.
Don't Breathe.
Well-
Yeah, it seems like a really good. It's kind of a dystopian location.
Well,
Would you guys consider this a horror movie?
Yes.
Because I had a hard time considering it a horror.
How?
Barbarian?
What?
Yeah.
It's totally.
Because you had a
horror
boner
movie.
the whole time?
No.
I also thought the lead was pretty hot, but like it's still scary.
She fucking was.
Well, let's talk about the first act and how the first act is completely different than the rest of the movie. Bill Skarsgård fucking kills it playing the red herring character. I don't understand, Raph, how you think he was a bad actor.
Honestly,
because
God,
At that door, I
just.
just didn't buy it. He's like trying or not.
That's the
trying.
point. Is he's supposed to be kind of suspicious, so
When
you
he
think
was-
that's what's going on.
When he was inside, that's when I was like, all right, there he goes. He's trying to convince her, has the bottle on the
And
wine.
I think
He's
he
like,
played
hey.
it that way. I think that the director wanted him to play like, you're suspicious. We have this character that you're just unsure of. And so you want to be on the line so that whenever that fucking Big Mama comes out of the darkness, you're like, and smashes his head, you're like,
That's a
what
good
the
one.
fuck? Like,
I think it's designed so that you've convinced yourself that you're correct on both sides of the argument, like over
never
and over.
know.
Like it's like you're like, no, he's definitely not the
No.
killer. No, he's until
And
the
then-
moment he gets
oof.
his head smashed in, you are like debating it back and forth in your mind. Like it's really well written.
it's
really
stunt
well acted.
casting too, because he's known for playing the bad guy at this point.
Mhm.
And if you're a horror fan, you know that he's Pennywise. You know that he's the
I didn't
character
know
from
that.
Castle Rock. If you're, well, Raph, you're kind of a horror fan. You're learning. We're teaching you. You're a bad one. Go ahead, Hobbs. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, so Raph, you didn't know that even after she saw him sleep on the couch and the door's still opening and shit, you still thought he was the killer.
So I wrote down haunted house because I thought the house was haunted.
Kind
I was
of.
like, oh shit. And I was like, because everything else looked creepy as fuck. So I'm like, it's a haunted house.
So Raph didn't like it because he doesn't like being fooled. That's what's going on.
No.
Do you not like it because it hurts your ego and you're
I
like,
didn't
no,
like
I got
this-
this wrong. I don't like this movie.
I didn't like
Sometimes
his
when horror
acting.
reviewers
I
can put
liked
their
the
egos
movie.
aside. No, just...
I liked the movie. I didn't like his acting.
Well, luckily there wasn't that much for him to do in this movie because he got killed
Yeah.
relatively quickly.
And again, another great. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix
Fantastic.
my screens.
You're good.
No, that first act it leads down the path. And David, you would agree that first act is killer, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I really liked the whole thing up until Justin Long appeared.
Yeah, and it's such a
Sounds
break.
about right.
Like it's so random because you're like, Justin Long's in this fucking movie. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
expecting that. It's such a weird break, and I literally almost walked out of the theater when that happened because I was
Well,
like,
okay. So what I was hoping, and I understand. Listen, I appreciate the fact that this guy made a movie that we were not expecting because I did not see anything coming that happened after that act. What I was hoping was that when Justin Long showed up, we had an anthology on our hands, and that
I
this was
thought that
gonna
for
be
a
an
second
anthology.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think I would have dug that more, but hey, I respect the fact that he made something that no one knew what the fuck was going on.
So eliminate the second act and make the third act longer.
Yeah, well, just
Where
I
the
think
flashback.
I think you should have three stories, which is one, the girl and the guy both die in the beginning, right? She doesn't survive. The second act is the flashback, and the third act is Justin Long showing up and figuring out what's going on and ending it, and having some kind of redemption. Because what a fucking dick! There's
Oh,
no
he's such a
redemption
piece
for
of
that
shit.
That
character.
was great.
Holy,
such a
like
piece
there's
of
no his arc is just like he's an asshole.
All the
there's
way to
no
the end. It was
yeah,
perfect.
there's no redemption.
No
There's no
likable
redeeming
qualities.
quality. Yeah, there's no like, oh my god, I've been an asshole, and this is like the universe punishing me. I better be a better person. Here's my chance to do something nice. He's just a dick all the way through.
But he says it too. Maybe I'm a good guy and did a bad thing. But no,
Yeah.
bro, you're just a
nah,
dick.
he's just a
Yeah,
bad
he's a
guy.
dick.
I think it screams it whenever he screams, "What's up, F slur?" to his friend. I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker!" Right now.
Well,
He's
that
yeah.
when he like uses like the woman at the end as like a human shield.
Oh
essentially.
yeah,
I know,
dude. Whenever,
my
and then he
God.
tries to buy it back. He's like, "You fell, you slipped."
You started
You're like, "You
slipping."
slimy son of a bitch."
He is like if you had to look at a character who was a gaslighter,
Him.
that dude was like the massive gaslighter right there.
Yeah. And he
Look-
probably still felt like he did do the right thing. Is the thing, you know what I mean? Like
Or he could talk himself into believing.
Oh,
it.
he
Oh,
talked
yeah.
himself into it, man.
yeah,
Yep.
100%.
He gaslit himself.
Let's talk about the tunnel. I love the tunnel. Like the way that you slowly go back further and further and further through that tunnel is absolutely amazing. It's so creepy. It's so wonderful because you don't want to go into the darkness, but you do. You want to know what's further back that. And the fact that he's literally measuring out the tunnel and
That was
going
cool.
further and further, I was like, how cool is this that we're going down this sinister place? He's made it seem like it's not scary by being like, I got to get the square footage. But even there's something down there. And so you're like, holy shit. Like the tunnel becomes a character in and of itself, you know, kind of like the city is alive in the dark night, you know, so, or heat. Like it's just its own character. Go ahead, Raph.
So, did anybody else think he was gonna get raped when he was backing up into the thing, into the darkness?
I was
'Cause he-
hoping.
Because he raped, so I was like, "Oh shit, that thing's gonna grab him from behind," and it's, and we don't know if it was a
He kind of
hermaphrodite or
got, he
not.
got a little bit with the titty in the mouth, dude. Like,
Bro, that was.
Oh, he got a free meal? That doesn't count as rape.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's mark what Javi just said. You got a free meal? Well, that doesn't count as rape.
That's awesome. Put it on a t-shirt. I also want to say I feel sympathetic for the bad guy in this movie, and I like that. The fact that this inbred creature who was taught only that she should have a baby and she should take care of it, she was just doing the
I
thing.
don't think she's the bad guy. Is the
Yeah,
thing.
she's not the
No.
bad guy.
No,
she's
no,
not
She's
the
a
bad
product
guy.
of the bad guy.
Yeah.
She's the hero.
I don't know. She's the
No.
hero we deserve.
Kills
She'll be in the
Justin
new
Long, yeah.
Avengers movie.
She had that heels have eyes vibe.
Absolutely,
No,
dude.
The
The
serial
inbred.
killer dude is
Yeah.
the bad guy. He's
Yeah.
Yeah.
the reason all of this is the sinister place you described.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rapist. He was the bad guy.
Yeah, he was bad, dude. Like
I would say that he was a bit more than a rapist, Raph.
Yeah.
incestuous rapist.
he was a collector. Okay, guys.
That was. Oh, yeah, it was a VHS.
Mhm.
I like
He was
that.
a collector of
Collector of
VHS.
non-consenting virginity.
That-
Yeah.
That acting from Justin Long, whenever he's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like whatever he saw on that tape was bad. You know what I mean?
And
I
that's
thought,
from his character. Keep in mind, like he is
Yeah.
a piece of shit, and he is disgusted
Yeah.
by
He's
what
like,
he
"Dude,
just saw.
This even bothers me, bro.
Right.
yeah. And so, like, I feel sympathy for the Big Mama. I don't know what the beast is called, like the Barbarian, I guess. I don't-
Jennifer.
So, is that the name of it?
I'm kidding.
I was like, how did you know?
Yeah, I don't understand what you're coming from. I think that's what, to me, made it not feel like a horror movie, is the fact that it got that response out of me.
The
What?
sympathy? Yeah.
The boner?
The sympathy.
Wait, are you saying that you've never felt sympathy for a character in a horror movie before? Because I feel
Until
like that's
this-
a big part of the genre.
No, not really.
Big titty bitch
Like,
died.
like watching horror, like a whole part of it is putting yourself in like the position that they're in and like being in that like terrified moment of being, backed into a closet by a guy in a mask and a knife, or like, the
No, it's
people
easy.
that
No,
can't take
like
over.
with the protagonist, yeah, I could sympathize, but never have I like ever really sympathized with the villain of a horror movie.
Javi, I'm going to call bullshit on that. I bet
Yeah.
you sympathize with the villain in Perfect Blue.
Why do I gotta be that guy?
He's
Why do I gotta be that guy? You?
the incel?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
know it. That is probably like the meanest thing you have ever said to me, Mr. Duck.
That's a
I was
personal
Well, don't
word.
worry, Javi. No one knows that reference, so
I
you're
was gonna
safe.
say,
Oh, God, that hurts even more.
I
it
would
feels
say,
like you
No,
just
I
got
was talking
hella
more with the,
roasted. I
roommate.
have no idea what happened.
yeah, not the incel character. Dear Lord, that guy.
No. The actual big bad in that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The I can't even remember.
The
what
girl.
she was. Yeah. The girl.
The one
Yeah.
that's gaslighting the whole time.
Yeah. There's something about feeling bad
Oh.
for the Big Mama, and like all she wanted to do was have her baby and take care of it, and
Yeah.
like she really viewed her as her child, and like it's not her fault that she was inbred and created to do this, and running around naked in the fucking tunnel all the time.
Her
like,
nature and nurture were both not great. Like, she's not set up for success.
She
Yeah.
definitely needed a manicure.
Yeah, she needed some work. Other than that, sequels. How would you even do a sequel to this movie? I don't even.
You don't.
I
I, don't,
think
I
you
really
need
That's
one.
I hope
The
they
mama,
Uh,
maybe?
That's a pretty big tunnel.
The prequel.
You think
There's a
more,
lot of room
You think there's
in that
more
tunnel.
big titty bitches down there? Is that what you're
There
saying?
could be. There
It
definitely
just
could
keeps
be.
getting older, more prehistoric.
What's interesting is that the character kind of resembles the guy from Don't Breathe, keeping people down in this cage, getting them pregnant, or trying to get them pregnant.
What happened to all the ones before that? Because this is a incestuous relationship. This
It's
creature's
not,
created.
though.
What happened to all the women?
Remember, like his wife was pregnant in the movie, and that daughter is the Barbarian because she was like 40-something years old.
I thought they implied that he was having multiple babies and they were growing up.
Yeah, and it wasn't his wife, Javi. He went and raped that girl that he faked.
The girl that he was living with and then had to go buy Pampers for?
No,
that wasn't his wife?
There was no woman.
There was no woman.
There was no woman. He went into that house. And
He would kidnap people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he acted like
His neighbors knew him though.
Yeah, he acted like he was the water service guy and went into
No,
that
and
house.
like in the first intro, you see him leaving, and his wife is pregnant, and his neighbors comes like, "All right, we're selling
They
our house.
never
Are you
show a
moving?"
pregnant wife.
I didn't see his wife.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Yeah, they never
I
show a
didn't
pregnant wife. Yeah,
But he raped the pregnant lady, right? Wasn't the other lady pregnant?
The other lady, I don't think she was
Yeah.
pregnant, but like he.
I
went to
thought
the
she
house
was.
to kidnap her. So
I think the only way, I don't want them to do this, but based on this conversation, I think the way to do another movie would to do a prequel of like his origin, like what was his life to end up where he was.
He was an altar boy.
Yeah, it's really
where
just
it
a
starts.
pamphlet for the Catholic Church. That's the whole prequel.
I mean, that would be a rough one. Javi's looking it up to see if we're wrong right now. So
I don't
trying
remember.
so hard to be like.
No, I know I'm probably wrong on this one.
No,
That's all
but
good.
that's fine. We can just make Javi's version.
Yeah, I don't know if I that's what makes it so creepy is that you do have the flashback and you see that neighborhood like it's so like pristine and new, and then you see how the destruction takes over. And I want to talk
Loved
about the homeless guy. Whenever he's like that, she never comes in here, and then she rips in and rips off his arm.
Hilarious.
I was like, yeah.
Also super
Hilarious.
creepy when he's like, she's not the worst thing in that basement, or
Yeah,
tunnel
it's a
or
great
whatever.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
what
it was
does
just
that
her
mean?
dad. It was just her creepy dad. So that
Well-
could lead to the second movie there because we don't know what it was. Was it her dad? Or was it something
I
else?
think it was. I think it was.
Felt like
implied.
it was the dad, but I see your and Jay's comments aligned to say that it could be done to a sequel. I
Yeah, I
really
think it
hope they
will
don't
be.
do it though.
Maybe. Raph, what you got on your list?
Bro, so Tess, she had them hitters and we didn't get to see them one time. Not
Jesus
one
Christ.
Shame,
time. That was a shame. Yeah, and then Keith, again, the start of it wasn't great, but then when he was like, "Hey, I got this bottle of wine," gave me an idea. I could just start renting Airbnbs and say they're double booked. And try my luck that way.
That's genius.
I thought so too. Yeah, thank you.
Kind of creepy, but genius. I approve.
Yeah, I thought the house was haunted at first because they do the creepy thing with the closing doors and stuff. She should have left as soon as the door was open. She should have not stayed in there. I
She
don't know why
shouldn't
the
have
fuck she stayed in
stayed.
there.
She should have went to a
Yeah.
Hotel
Yeah.
8.
Out.
So I wrote 3 rules if you're gonna stay at or Airbnb. Rule number 1: don't go down any basement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rule number 2: don't forget your phone if you go down a fucking basement. And rule number 3: prop the fucking door if you're going down a fucking creepy basement.
Preach.
So yeah, I wouldn't have opened that door either where there's a string. What if they were trying to use the string to pull electrical wires or something, and then she undid all that work, but then it ended up opening the door. I thought it was a good one. All right. Yeah, man. We talked about a lot of that. He totally raped the girl. He's going to die. At first I thought he was the killer. When they showed him like singing all happy, I thought he was gonna be the killer. And then this movie did take me for a turn about 4 times there, because I went from it being haunted to or first the guy being the killer to it being haunted to then the guy in the convertible. What was his name again, guys?
Justin
Justin
Long.
Long.
Justin Long. Yeah, I just forget his name. I was
What was
thinking
that?
Justin Bieber.
That's Roth with his new Airbnb.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Shut up back there. So
This movie isn't about you.
the cops calling her a crackhead. I'm like, she did fit the MO. She was right there in the area. She was
That
filthy.
bummed me out so bad that they did not help out.
Bro, that was the most realistic thing about
really
that
was.
movie.
Yeah.
The cops just not helping somebody out. That was 100% on par. I think I used that correct, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Or as the kids say these days, that tracked.
That's right.
So I know for a fact she regretted going down there the second that fucker shot her. He fucking shot her right in the gut, and she went down there to save his life. That piece of shit.
He was a piece of
And
shit.
then he pushes her off. I thought they were all gonna go down, and I didn't expect that either. The fucking monster saving her, but not dying. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
it
all right.
totally dives after her. Superman's it down like.
Bro, I thought it was over. I was like, all right, she's dead. And then he comes over saying, hey, it was your fault. You started slipping. I'm like, you piece of shit. I was like, that water tower better fall on you.
So when he gets it in the eyes, you were like,
Bro,
so
that was
excited.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That was it, man. I enjoyed the movie. It was great. It took me for a twist. Yeah, wonderful movie.
Yeah. Well, does anyone else have anything to say about it?
Yeah, I like the. Did anyone catch the Jeepers Creepers nod?
No.
The eyes.
The eye gouge.
Yep,
the eye
eyes.
gouge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally the eye
yeah,
gouge.
yeah.
That's how it ended in Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, it's totally the eye gouge. So he gets it bad in horror movies. Justin Long always gets his. He always plays an unlikable character anyhow, so it makes sense. He always
Does
gets
he
his
really?
name.
Not in Galaxy Quest.
He was great in Galaxy Quest.
He's
in it
pretty
all of,
insufferable.
5 minutes.
Waiting, he was pretty good, but other than that,
I like him waiting.
yeah. How about Die Hard? Remember that? He was in Die Hard 4. Oh shit.
Die Hard 12.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, PG-13 Die Hard.
Live free or die
Fuck
hard.
that Die
yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm shocked to see him in a movie. Anyhow, I was because I thought that there was some like he got touchy with somebody or something like that. I thought that was
That's why they played it off in the movie.
maybe
that's,
that is.
That's what I thought immediately when I saw it. I'm like, yeah, he got blamed for that shit. That's why they're doing
Yeah.
it.
It's crazy. All right. Well, with that said, let's go to recommend. Let's start with Raph. Raph, do you recommend it?
No, don't watch this picture. Of course I recommend it.
There
It was
you
pretty
go.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. Maz, do you recommend it?
Definitely.
Right on. Jay, do you recommend?
Absolutely.
Right on. Hobbs, do you recommend it?
Indubitably.
There you go. David Jessup, do you recommend it?
Fuck no, this movie sucks dicks.
While he's working with one of his
Yeah, dude, it looks like your
victims.
doll does the same thing, actually.
One of the babies.
Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good.
It does.
And I will recommend it. Even though I didn't like it when I saw it in theaters, I got turned around on it. The more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? That wasn't a bad flick. Watching it a second time, I was like, I enjoyed it. So, definitely give it a go. If you haven't, you've been spoiled already, so it doesn't fucking matter if you listen to this. So
It's
whatever.
still worth it. Go watch it.
Yeah. All right. With that said, let's watch some clips of this movie. Here we go. Who you, Bish?
I'm not seeing anything.
You not seeing anything?
No.
All right. Hold on.
I see. I think it's
I'm
fucking
seeing it.
Yeah, I see
I'm
it.
seeing
It's
it
fine.
just fine.
Oh, what's it? My
Now all I see is Javi.
Bill
Ah,
Skarsgård.
come on. That's not such a bad thing. If
There you
anything,
go.
your night
There
just
you
got
go.
better.
Javi's the Barbarian.
I don't know. Yeah.
Jump
I'm not that
scare,
smart.
Bish.
Has she been in anything else other than this?
Yes.
Like, is she from anything?
I don't know what it was, but I remember her from
Who?
it. She was in Loki. Did you watch Loki on Disney
Oh,
Plus?
yeah.
Who was she in Loki?
She was the
She was Loki.
the timekeeper that was trying to keep him away from the
Yeah, like
from
the
Kang
like,
or
She
whatever
was
his name
Loki.
is.
like the
No,
lead
they're all
demon.
doing
Yeah.
female Marvel characters now.
I can't believe I pulled that out of my
Hiddleston.
ass too. I was like, holy shit, she was in Loki.
Good job.
I forgot she's in Loki. That's impressive.
Jump scare,
Here.
Bish.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were back.
I like her teeth. The wine,
She's fucking,
Bish.
she's fucking hot. I think she's hot.
She's gorgeous.
She's
Damn.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Over it.
Hey, I'm gonna have some of this.
That's what I was
And then
asking.
right
I was
here-
trying to figure out what else I need to watch later.
Right
Raph.
here, I was like,
This is
damn,
Raph's
bro,
move
that's a
right
good
here.
Idea.
Before.
Nah, dude, Raph always
I'm
opens the
gonna have
bottle
a shower
first.
because I
No,
honestly-
no. You gotta make him feel safe.
Oh, I told
Gotta make him feel
you
safe.
that, by the way. I mean, you don't know me, and this is a in a really weird situation. It makes total sense.
He plays the creep real good.
He does a great job, dude. Comforter, Bish.
Right.
Here's where I kind of need your help a little bit. Because now it gets a little bit, a little aggressive.
They're drunk.
We're having fun.
Exactly. Then it's a maybe.
When we gonna fuck?
She even thought about it. She's
Oh,
like, "Oh, I'm
the
sorry."
tension's there. There's no denying it.
So graceful.
Homeless, Bish.
Run, bitch.
No, it's Bish.
Hey, little girl.
I love the camera work, man. So good.
Really?
Well, we probably know that he's like trying to warn her, right? Yeah.
Secret tunnel, Bish.
Nah, don't do that.
Secret tunnel.
See, I disagree, dude. I would go this far. It would be when I got to the door of the staircase. That'd be like, nope, I'm good.
I think the creepy room with the camera. That's where I would have been like, I'm outie.
Yeah, fair.
Nope.
That is where I would have been like, where are the tapes?
Yeah.
I want to see what's on. What the fuck did you record?
I wouldn't even fly to Detroit. Fuck yeah.
She wasn't. She wasn't in Loki, but this actress that was in Loki looks just like her, though.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, because she's black? Is that why? Is
They're
that why?
like,
Puerto
they're
Rican.
both
Racist.
mixed and shit. It's like that name of that woman is Gugu Mbatha Raw.
Oh wow.
My bad.
Wonderful.
Gonna
So
look.
has this lady been in anything else?
I look. The only thing that I like
Christ.
even sounds fucking
Miles.
even somewhat familiar is something called Brotherhood, way back in 2015.
My bad.
So she was even younger.
You guys, I feel like I'm really like not doing a good job tonight being the
It's
creepiest
wearing
guy in the
off.
cast.
I mean, everything.
I am sorry.
Gonna look, Bish.
I'm just gonna go.
No, please don't. There was like a handprint on the wall.
Tess, calm down. Calm down. You're not making any sense, okay?
Is he
Twist.
British?
The twist,
That's
Bish.
just a typical stupid white guy in a horror movie.
Yep, and now he did.
See, you think he's tricking her, and then the next thing you know,
Well, especially when they argue about which way to go here.
Why did you come down here?
Yeah, I thought he was like, oh, she's trying to get her.
This was so fucking cool.
Ooh, that scared me.
Well, and then there's the immediate cutaway too. Is just like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, no, I thought it was over. I was like, oh shit, it's over.
It's a short movie.
Halitosis.
Raph, did you not get credit for this nudity? In your notes?
I'm telling you, at
No,
that
no,
moment,
no. There was so many. I have him on there, but I was
at
like,
that
nah.
moment, I was just like, what the fuck am I watching? I was so pissed off. Justin Long, bitch.
I was like, he did it. That fucker did it.
up?
So this is a bit of an awkward conversation. But
Would a
there's
car
an
phone
A-
work this well in a convertible?
No,
I've
hell
never
no.
driven one, but it doesn't seem like it would work.
I wrote that down. I was like,
Okay,
no way you could hear
what?
that.
Apparently, Megan Maddox has contacted
What?
the network through her lawyer,
Uh-huh.
and she's made a very serious accusation against you.
Very
No,
serious
what the fuck is she
accusation.
saying?
Yes.
He's really mad. This is actual footage from his fucking when they called him.
F slur, bitch.
What up, faggot?
What happened?
Right there, you
We
knew
just
that guy
got-
date raped somebody.
You
Oh,
just
for
got
sure,
kicked off
dude.
Twitch.
What happened, Bish?
What the fuck?
So this is the director, actually, right
In
here.
the beginning, she was like, no,
And he
whatever, but,
confesses to her,
Like, and then we started fooling around more, and then she was down. Like, freaking really down.
but not
I'm a
really.
persistent dude, right? I'm like fucking eye of the tiger. Yeah. You know? And, and
Yeah.
Around, and that's it.
I'm glad you didn't
But
give me
she
that
came-
line at the
oh,
beginning.
God. This is that fucking conversation made me so nauseous
It really did.
because you know that's a conversation that dudes have all the time.
All the time,
I'm persistent, and
I
after a
am the
while
tiger.
of me holding her down, she
It
finally
sounds-
gave in.
He considers himself admirable in his pursuit. Like that's the fucked up part.
Like, bro, you know I never give up, right?
I'm not tapping, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to say his acting was too good there. Right
Tapping that ass, man.
I know that was. But basically, he didn't know the cameras were rolling, and they're like, "So what
They were
happened?"
just
Yeah, tell me about that thing that went down, Justin.
Yeah,
We're
bro,
all
you
getting
know the deal.
we're all
I'm
getting
the tiger,
canceled.
bro.
We're all getting canceled. So footage, bish.
You're the driver of this bus.
I know I'm getting canceled first.
That's so funny. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then just starts measuring around
Just
the
ignores
fucking
it.
human cages.
Baby video, bish.
Doesn't he wonder why his electric bill is so high every month when there's no tenants?
Right?
Yeah. Big
24
Mama.
hours a day watching TV.
Bish.
You're right about that. There's a bunch of rooms down there with a lot of electricity.
So good.
Ooh.
For sale, bish.
How goes it, buddy?
Doug.
Listen,
I
pal,
did enjoy this flashback.
Just wanted to tell you before you saw it for yourself, but there's gonna be a sign in our yard tomorrow.
Yeah, gee golly.
Looks like a tiny house.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
man.
does by today's standards, yeah.
It looks like a neighborhood out of Edward Scissorhands, and I kind of
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
Totally
it's missing
does.
some hedges, but other than that,
The
I thought
bottle.
his sign was gonna be vote for Reagan.
Bottle, bish. I can't wait for them to come out with that the Tiny Toons Barbarian figure
With the titties.
with the titties.
It is.
Oh God! Mad
What
Mama.
milk was that? Whose
Bitch.
milk was that? Oof. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
I'm out.
It's so good. Drink, bish.
Bro. Oof.
I don't know if I can show this on Twitch, but I am.
You
so
just did.
I don't even care. Window, bish. Almost got her to the rescue right there. Damn.
Free now, come on.
Someone else in
I
there.
know it. I know she's in there.
No, she has someone else in there. We have to help him.
Bad
No, we don't.
cops, bish.
You have any ID?
No. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
I love her
can
You
too.
said
help
normal
prisoners.
cops.
So you don't have ID.
I don't have anything.
Nah, I'm a...
Old man, B word.
Don't worry, okay? There's gonna be fucking cops swarming this place real fucking soon. Trust me, man. The fuck is wrong with you?
Like, nah.
Some good acting.
I'm talking to you, you fuck!
This is great.
You
The
fuck.
choice not to show it, but to show his reaction is an amazing choice.
No, no,
I
no, no,
could've-
no.
I like that he looks like old Biff Tannen.
Here's Mama Bish.
My baby!
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
The sequel could be that the bullet didn't penetrate the skull.
Why is she so strong? Arm rip, bitch.
Exactly.
I know she can't get in here.
Shit, I've been living in this place more than
Shit.
15 years.
Shit,
She ain't never
motherfucker.
came in this motherfucker.
Up.
whoopsie doodle.
So good. It's my
Didn't
favorite
like
part.
black people.
Ah, there it is.
Oh.
Bad guy, bitch.
But you're gonna have to slow her down.
No.
Hey!
Look.
Come get your
Oh, that's fucked up. You don't grab a black girl by her hair. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, this part shocked me honestly when he did that. It was like, damn.
Definitely.
He is
It's a great
Woo!
twist.
Superman. Not again.
I was thinking I Am Legend when that happened.
There he is. He's getting it. Ah!
Elliot Martell!
Nice.
Oh,
So
nice.
good. And slices his head in half. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It just splits it, dude.
Yeah, awesome.
Suffer the same
Baby.
fate as
Baby
Pedro
bitch.
Pascal.
Bitch.
That's what I'm saying. She's superhuman. She was a hero in this. Ah, you're killing the hero.
Bam. Written and directed by Zach Greger. Greger? And why did it show her walking away and that was it? Don't know. But
Because
So
she's
this-
probably dying.
She's
Big
the
fan
final
of the
girl.
Incredible Hulk.
pretty yeah, the incredible the piano music starts playing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that was Barbarian. So let's do some recommendations. I'm gonna do movies with a twist. So I think that the first one will be
The Sixth
From
Sense?
Dusk Till Dawn. Because if you haven't seen
hell
it,
yes.
about halfway through, what movie
Wonderful
you thought
twist.
you were watching becomes something completely fucking different, and it's worth every second of your time. Whether
One of the
it's the
greatest.
beginning where it's the words are just so. I mean, it was written by Quentin Tarantino. I mean, like
Everything.
the dialogue is
Mhm.
amazing, and then you go halfway through it, and it just becomes absurd. I love this movie. It's great. Watch it. Just have
Dude,
fun
and
time.
Kevin Smith has an incredible story about he was playing this movie in his house one night on like his big screen, and he actually got the cops called on him
Yeah.
because of like the dialogue in this film.
And he was high as shit, and weed wasn't legal at that point. So the cops came in, and thank God they left. Also, Selma Hayek, sweet
Selma
Jesus.
Hayek.
Oh, that
Bro.
scene.
The second one I'm going to pick is Scream, because Scream,
Yeah.
with the opening, really subverted expectations by taking this big movie star, this child actor that had risen through the ranks, and killing her off. Spoilers! No one expected that. It subverted expectations completely, and I think it's great. So, do you guys have any recommendations for movies that might have a twist or anything like that? Go ahead, Miles. What's up?
Yeah, I went up the same kind of style you did, with like thinking of things that subverted your expectations. Before I get to those, I got two specifically for Raph. That's It, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.
There you go.
Okay.
Watch those.
Okay.
For
The
everyone
first
else,
one's good.
though, Cabin in the Woods. We reviewed it. It's actually the first movie
Yes.
on this podcast with y'all. One of those movies it's better to go in having no idea what it's about. Just enjoy the ride. It's great. And then similar, not the same, but going in the Kevin Smith department, I'm going with Red State, which is probably a movie I'll eventually end up picking to review on this podcast. So I love the way you're watching that movie, and when it makes its turn, you are just like, what the hell is happening right now?
Coen Brothers by way of Tarantino is what he's always said that movie is, and it feels that way. It's damn good. It's very much Coen Brothers kind of feel to it, though. Who else has got a recommendation?
Sorry, go ahead, Raph.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
What
Yeah, I
you-
need to watch that movie.
I already said that!
So if you
We
haven't-
just watched the trailer, dude.
All right, Jay, what you got?
Jesus
So-
Christ.
So it's just an episode of a show, but you watch the X-Files episode Home, which is very much in tune with this movie.
My favorite episode of The X-Files is the one where the bank robbery happens, and the girl keeps reliving it over and over and over again. It's an amazing Groundhog's Day episode of The X-Files. Hobbs, what you got?
For like twists,
Sure.
I want to keep in that same theme. I want to go with The Mist, because no one could have ever guessed that fucking ending other than Stephen King and those who read it. Maybe Parasite. I don't know if you consider that a horror movie, but that movie is fucked up. So yeah, those are my two: The Mist and Parasite.
Right on. Parasite isn't a horror movie, but it's a good movie. It's a damn good movie. If you guys haven't seen it, take your time watching it. It's a reader. You got to read the bottom of it.
Have you seen it, Miles?
Yeah.
No, because they haven't done the English dub for it yet.
Yeah.
Are you serious? They haven't done a dub for that yet?
They probably have. I just need to look again. I have not looked since last time I looked. They had not added one.
It's worth your time. And you know what's weird is the perspective, because I'm poor. I watched the movie from the perspective of the family. My ex-girlfriend's parents, who had quite a bit of money, they didn't want to watch it because they were afraid of watching it from the opposite side of it, where they have money and they're getting taken advantage of. I thought that was so unique because I was like, holy shit, you can see this movie in many different ways. David, what do you got for your recommendation?
I want to do the Detroit, since it takes location in Detroit. So the Don't Breathe and It Follows.
Right on. Both excellent movies. I haven't seen Don't Breathe 2. Has anyone seen it?
No, I haven't yet.
Yeah, I need to watch that. So, all right. With that said, it's time where you can find you on the internet. Let's start with Raph. Where can they find you on the internet, Raph?
At Little House on the Parody on everything. Thank you everybody for subscribing.
And at open mics, taking pictures of everyone. I love those collages you make, dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Miles, where can they find you on the internet?
You can follow me everywhere at Mr. Most Days Off.
Right on. Hobbs, where can they find your work?
You can find me and my work on TikToks and Instagram at Javi Bear Studios. I have no shows up coming up, so yeah.
How did your thing go?
Last show though.
My show went great.
Yes.
The owner of the coffee shop that's in the plaza where that shit happened, he asked me about my work. He said, I want to commission you for something in the future.
Oh, nice.
So, and he gave me his contact info.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice.
Congratulations. David, where can they find your creepy art?
Children of Dave on the gram, and if you want to watch my stop motion videos at Stop Motion Nightmares, and March 25th, boys, Oddities and Curiosities Expo. They're got so big they're moving it to the K. Bailey Hutchinson.
Nice.
Cool. Very cool. I'm gonna come check that out. When is it
We
again?
need to go.
March
March 25th from 11 to 7.
Very
One day
cool.
only.
Very
Let's
cool.
go have a cast there.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Cool.
And you can find us at wearepodcast.podbean.com where you can find all the podcasts. Excuse me. You can check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at /WeArePodcast. And you can find us every Monday for Camp /Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past, live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Central. Next week will be Jay's birthday pick. Woo! Jay's birthday coming up.
Woo.
Jay, what's the pick again? I forgot.
I was gonna make you guys watch Martyrs, but I decided
Fucker.
against it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And we're gonna watch The Final.
The
Final.
final.
What the fuck is that?
The
It's from the,
final
it's from-
countdown.
From about 2010. It's gonna be an interesting cast. I'm sure some people are gonna have some interesting things to say. But I after watching The Menu, it kind of reminded me of this movie in its own way, and so we can actually discuss it when it comes time to it. It talks about some pretty serious stuff. Again, if anyone wants to watch it with me, I will be more than happy to watch it. I think it's on Tubi right now for free. So
I'll take you up on that offer, Jay.
Yeah, same,
all right,
dude.
sounds good.
2010, is that right?
Yeah, I believe so. 2010.
All right, cool.
Oh,
All
I
right.
It's-
said the
I'm gonna
description.
go ahead
That
and
sounds
preface
real
it.
good.
I'm gonna go ahead and preface it. It is definitely I would almost put it at like a student film type level of a movie, but it's the subject material within that I think carries it, and I'm pretty confident in saying that.
Yeah,
Nice.
I feel like I need to watch The Menu before we'll watch this because, like you said, you were
The menu is
inspired,
so good.
Just
So-
watch.
Menu is
The
definitely a
Pest.
better movie. I'm not gonna even try to have
Double
that fight, but
feature.
it's you'll see when you see it.
All right, cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. With that said, keep horror in your heart, everyone. Keep it in your heart.
Bye.
And I appreciate y'all being here, and we will see you on the next one. So, later. And let's close this out.